roamers staying around. With a minute and 13 seconds to go, however, and Wolves having a man advantage, this puts them in a very much a favored position. The one way they can get back this man score easily is the single grenade from Hoven from Gaming Gladiators. If that one grenade can find a kill, then you're playing 3 versus 3. But again, you still got the keep barriers, the mirror windows, and the toxic base from Shinka as well. There are so many different pieces of utility that the defending team of Wolves can use against them, so you gotta hit the shots.
Alright, Tolji next one up. Still on this tower, as we talked about, that fast pace that was set by Gaming Gladiators, losing them 2 of their very important pieces. Tolji taking damage, a considerable amount, mind you. Toxic canister goes off. Tolji still with a good firepower of the F2 in hands. Can do some serious damage even on limited HP, but has to make quick work of the final 20 seconds. Rise will be the first impediment. Rix is inside of the bomb site with Diffuser. Gets a freebie on the P4 and fires away. His position is known now. The rest of the team will have to cover as it'll be a 2v3. Remember, Tolji's so low on HP. Bibu will be the one in line of fire. Swung on as Wolves collapses. They find 3 with a bit of a different setup. Hard breach off of Rix into the hands of Tolji now, holding that Diffuser. So Gaming Gladiators will just juggle that objective. That's okay. Rix actually has been the hottest shot on the team, has had no problem doing so from the support role. Back on Laundry and Supply, it didn't end up working out. Wolves still won the round. But the gap will now increase as Ape takes down Bibu, the only player from Wolves who had gotten a kill thus far.
It's going to be a split attack here, both breaching the master bedroom walls and attic, as we saw earlier from Rix. That means that there's multiple areas of congestion, but there is the Ape getting a free kill once again to Mowgli, middle of that bomb site, leaving Shinka and P4 in a clutch situation. 2v4 with a ton of time left on the clock.
It's weird to see a Nook on Repel, by the way. Down goes Tolji, but so does P4, and then Joe walks. You got a minute left to hope and pray that GG doesn't continue to find you and punish you for it.
And it's the Ape special, by the way. Just walks down a staircase somewhere and finds multiple kills here. But now we're slowing down this Gaming Gladiators. We're not going to throw this lead right now. We're going to join at the bomb side, give ourselves a countdown. 3, 2, 1, drop. Flashbang comes out, and then we got to execute together.
And more flashbangs to go down. Those Kiba barriers doing some work. Bibu no more. Shinka will need to clutch. Not gonna happen. A flawless round from Game and
him, but he has to make the first move. Well, he does just that. Gets the gun to P4. That's huge.
Where did I say the Nook should have gone? A lot of times creeping through the basement, go over towards Freezer, go over towards security. They don't put Hoven on Repel. Instead, that's Ape who's gonna be playing the Repel game. And Ape, 7-2. Again, keeping up with being the top performer on his team. Both will trade out in a 2v2 with 30 seconds to go. Rix and Ape versus Shinka and Mowgli, but look at Mowgli's HP. Not a lot left. Still can frag if you've got even a portion of HP. And Mowgli will get 4 kills for his trouble.
Board, these grenades can roam freely and really do a ton of damage.
One thing to keep in mind, though, there's a deployable shield. That might be down. There's Kiba barriers. The grenades might have to go towards those, as there's the last of the Kiba barrier to go on in, and it will flummox the Ana. Gemini of Ape, not really all that successful. Final Adrenal Surge comes in. Last time around, Wolves were able to swat down in a 3v3. Can they do it again? That's the real question. The first domino is Ape. Tolji can get one, but that's all she wrote. Rise taken down by Joe into a 1v1, but it's Bibu to swing and win it to give Wolves the first half 4-2.
But right now for Gaming Gladiators.
Tolji has played those freezer stairs so well, but has gotten a little bit of an assist from poor drone work and poor juggling of utility by Wolves. What can Wolves pull off? Looking to increase the lead that they built up in that first half. Oregon does tend to be more favorable to the defenders, but they can swap when we come to these live events. Just depends on the way that the teams want to play it, and of course you have those differences from region to region. Right now, the focus from Wolves upstairs on that main floor. Open up some of the hatches. P4 has inched his way down Freezer. He's got a long line of sight towards Laundry, but where is the rest of the team to assist him? Diffuser in the hands of Shinka. Wolves all spread out. They'll have to pick their targets carefully. Last of the utility from the smoke coming out now. No more toxic canisters remaining for Tolji, so instead, you have to take matters into your own hands. Nate goes out. It's an out duel from Joe, and another as he immediately takes on Bibu. Bites up. It's a 4v4.
It is. Rise staying alive, but Mowgli dying right now. It's a bit of a change from the EOL situation that they're in normally. With 40 seconds to go and these ADSs and Kiba barriers all being alive, it means that GG has a ton of different safe positions here. P4 on the flank.
Only 30 seconds left for them to be able to pull this one off. Not a ton of time to work with, but they've got good firepower in their hands. Can they simply overpower these players of Gaming Gladiators? That's the real question. Assault will come over towards dorms. Nothing really at White Stairs, nothing really by big windows. So Gaming Gladiators can turn their sights over towards game. Joe looks for one, cannot get more than that. Shinka with his teammate. He gets one as well. Tolji and Rick still upright, side by side. Diffuser getting planted. Gaming Gladiators getting picked off. Tolji can't do it, but he walks right in and the hard breach gadget.
Here we go.
That's another operator that has access to that. The rush is about to unfold in front of our very eyes, and there they go, off to the races. Rise charges on in. Ape manages to take him down. The grenade from Mowgli lands, and Hoven is no more. Ape sitting in the midst of the toxic canisters, but loses the shield as his nitro cell does more friendly fire than he would have wanted. Now it's Mowgli's turn. Up next as the proximity sensor goes off. Joe taken out. One player towards the back stairs. They don't see Tolji in this rat position. Down goes Rix. It's an absolute brawl. 5 players down, add a 6 to the body, and a grave is dug for yet another as Ape and Tolji line up. Shinka in a 1v2. Everybody on low HP. Shinka sitting at about 70. They have the most HP in the entire server right now, and there's still 2 minutes to go. What are you going to do at this point? No real utility, but the mute is there. Ape misses his shot. Shinka needs to get out of there. Instead goes for the confirm. It's Tolji versus Shinka in a 1v1. Diffuser miles away. Drone thrown out to attract the attention of Tolji, but Tolji doesn't take the bait. Instead, sitting over by Pillar. Can you get any sound from it? That's the real question, Nick.
Seems like he knows. He was wiggling his around for information.
There it is!
Finds the kill as well. Shinka gets the round. Match point for Wolves. As well, that's not going to be available to you right now. And with 45 seconds left, you need speed. You need entry players because time is running out. And Rise, no one does a good job at this. But he's all alone in blue with 3 members in meeting. And it's mainly a big tower hatch drop for Wolves.
All 3 explosions of fire in front of the eyes of Wolves. And what do? You gotta wait it out. Listen to the cacophony of explosions and flashbangs going off. The debris in front of their eyes. P4 the first kill from Wolves. Inside of Electrical, but Ape's on the flank. Shut down by Shinka. Now it's Joe on Pillar with a double kill of his own. Rix with 1. And the last one standing is Bibu, but he's not.
G is down below, but again, as I said, no C4 available. Don't have those operators available to you. Hoven has 2 impacts. That's all you gotta work with. A minute left. Wolves are slowing down. Droning every corner, every avenue. Making sure that nothing bad happens. No flanks happen. Of course, still got some grenades to work with. 2 on Rise, 2 on Bibu, and 1 on Mowgli as well. Instead being used now, big window open up, applies pressure, and forces Rix into a corner right now.
It's a toxic canister to go out. 1 more remains in the pocket of Rix. Hoven under fire. He's gone. Rise tries for a second. Cannot get it. Ape can. 2 big kills on his end. Another could have been found. It's Rix to get in on the fun. Down goes Mowgli, and suddenly it's P4 in a 1v3. The legs of Rix, not good enough. Down he goes, but not secured. P4 has to check his targets. Secure as he's in the midst of the bomb site. In the Viper's pit with the diffuser being sat on by Ape. 3 kills, and we're going to overtime between Wolves and Gaming Gladiators. Opening picks have been almost dead even between these teams. Wolves have 1 more opening pick through these 13 rounds. 7-6, that's literally it, as close as it can get. Abe is still up there. Bibu possibly able to capitalize. And he gets it, but he pulls the ripcord first. They both fall. It's mutually assured destruction. An advantage for Gaming Gladiators still as you've taken Bibu or P4 out of that fight. Not exactly where you want to be. And if Abe's the only casualty that you find, that is A-okay. Now to drones, Wolves will go towards bunker. Do they have clearance towards Pillar? Yes, they do. Shinka loses his opportunity onto a kill as the Kiba barrier goes up in front of him. And look, yet another to slow him down towards Freezer. Bibu with 1, Mowgli another, narrowing the numbers on Gaming Gladiators. Leaving Rix and Tolji, but Tolji with the shotgun. He's playing Ring Around the Rosie. 3 huge kills. Gaming Gladiators on match point.
For a great flank, even getting 1 kill would cause so much disruption. It's a bit of a shame for Wolves that they added catches reinforced, because that could be a great flank avenue, but instead P406 up B off the board, that's Finger as well. Really high value target, and he's still roaming above. Now it's Gaming Gladiators, that same position. Do they go upstairs, find the roamer? Do they go below and leave him be? Either way, 45 seconds left. We ain't got time to think, we gotta just act. Owen got the info, knows the member stuck in the corner, but Motik is assisting Shinka with those toxic babes.
I'm not really seeing any huge differences here, by the way, after this timeout was taken for Wolves. So maybe it was just trying to settle down their nerves. I'm not entirely certain. Either way, Wolves ready to deal with the destruction and dismay that Gaming Gladiators will drop on their heads. Mowgli will try to flank. Down goes P4, but Tolji finished off by Mowgli. The teammates are there. Rix is in. A commanding advantage from Wolves will continue to get better as Rix will find 3 more to go, but the time will be his biggest impediment. At this point, if you fall off the diffuser, it's over, but Rix is safe for now, and he'll get off of it with Rise there, but there's just too many players from Wolves. 3 circling in. The Vultures had their prey in mind. And they get it. Wolves push us. They have earned this praise. I am fascinated to see what this team does against W7M later today. You and I will be casting that, so we get to see it firsthand. But honestly, I said when it was 6-4 in favor of Wolves, I said win or lose. I'm impressed with Gaming Gladiators. And now they are only 5 kills away from securing yet another victory for APAC today.
They are. And we can almost see the pressure building up right now. No one's taking any gunfights. No one's taking any risk. We're droning, waiting, and seeing if anything comes our way. Mowgli now, aggressive angle. P4 joining out the bomb site. We're going to start seeing this piece of utility. The grenades, the flashbangs going out. Last time, Wolves rotated 1 member towards that big window as well to apply pressure from both sides. They haven't done that yet. So Wolves is clearly waiting right now, trying to spend all their seconds and all their drones available. Mowgli finds that aggressive angle to Joe again, just like the last time around. That means they're in a similar position, 4 versus 5. Last time Ape, he saved the round.
Well, there's a lot of damage done that's negated very quickly by that Adrenal Surge. Again, you can play a bit more freely. Hoven with 1, Tolji another, but that's it for Rix. The kill feed looking very orange now. It's Tolji down, and Mowgli picks up 2 huge kills. It was over before it even started that round. Wolves take it in overtime by a score of 8-7.